lovies, how are you all doing? And yes, welcome to my channel. And it's just been a lot of stuff going on out here in Chicago, which is just sad. It's just sad. It's just crazy with everything that's been going on. I'm still going through trying to get the twins in school. Damn, school's still giving me a hard fucking time, but that's okay because I will be moved hopefully soon. I am praying to God that we will be in our new place in Naperville by October 1st, if not October 1st, by November 1st at the latest, so before Thanksgiving. And other than that, I am working hard. As you can see, yes, I got on my Uber t-shirt and I am out here doing my thing. I love my Uber. I love my Uber packs, and I'm trying to just enjoy life, because life is just too short with everything that's been going on in the media. You see it all over the media. You see it on the news, and how this Kenneka Jenkins thing has been playing out. It has been really crazy, toxic, crazy. I did a video last night because it was just on my heart about how they have been treating the mother. And it's one thing when you say something about a person's parenting skills because you don't agree. Everybody, opinions is like assholes. We all got one, and sometimes they full of shit. So just to drag a mother after she's lost her child and all this stuff, it's ridiculous. It's just sad. It's just ridiculous. And so I did a video last night. I hope you guys saw it, and or take a look at it. And I ran across this one guy. You probably know him on YouTube. I don't even want to give him the credit. His name is Tatsa Samore, some shit, bullshit like that. But this motherfucker, every time I turn around, he's degrading black women. He's talking about how their mothering skills and how stupid and how dumb they are. And he doesn't, what pisses me off is some of the things that he says and does. Very few of the shit that he say I can agree with. But when you start placing all women in one category, then I got a problem, because that's just like me placing all men in the same category with my husband. Just because he fucked up, left his family, don't have any contact whatsoever with his children, don't mean all fathers are like that. Don't mean all men are like that. So I don't place all men in that same category and say, well, all these niggas ain't shit, fuck these motherfuckers. They don't take care of their kids. They don't do nothing. They don't even call them. They don't see them. They don't care if they're alive or dead. I don't put them all in that category, because all men are not like that. All black men are not like that. And so he talked specifically, I don't know if everyone had saw the video about that the mother shared with her daughter. Her daughter was singing they was doing some little Snapchat thing. It's crazy, where the daughter was saying drop it on a dick or something like that. Do a split on a dick. And the mom dropped down and did a split and stuck her tongue out. So he was pissed off because he said, out of all the things, that's the last memory that she had of her daughter to share, whatever. Well, my thing about that is, okay, that might have not been appropriate, but we don't know what type of relationship her and her daughter had. If they had a relationship like that, where they were friends, and she was the cool mom, and that was the last video, the last good time that she shared with her daughter, so be it. Let her share it. We all grieve in our own way. We all share things in our own way. I remember at the beginning, when I was going through my situation with my husband, and I was angry and I was hateful. Yes, I was a scorned, mad, pissed off, bitchy woman. I am the first to admit that. And my way of grieving and getting it out was sharing it. I shared everything. I told everything, baby. I put screenshots of everything on there because that was my way of getting it out of my system. And a lot of people did not like it. A lot of them got, you should take that down and you should do it. Well, he shared his shit on social media, so I'm going to share in return how I feel on social media. And I'll never forget, there was this one lady that got on there and she took up for me and she says, y'all don't know what that woman went through. Y'all can't tell her how to express her feelings. You know, y'all don't know what he said to her. And she was right, because, you know, during this time, I was thinking that me and my husband, we was working shit out. We was, you know, was moving forward, and that we was going to get back together, and that, well, we did get back together, but that we were moving forward from all the bullshit, and that we was going to start over new. So I thought, this is what I thought, and this is what I believed. But the whole time, he wasn't thinking that way. That's not what he wanted. He was basically using me. You know, I had bought him a new van. You know, I was finna get his car fixed. And so he just wanted the material things and everything out of it. So his way of doing that is to say, yeah, I'm going to work it out with my wife, which he never wanted to, because he was still doing the same thing. But I say all of this to say, I had my own way of expressing how I feel. This mother has her own way of expressing how she feels. And him and no one else can say what she did was wrong, because what might be wrong for you might be great for her, might works for her. And so, you know, you can't say, well, she's stupid. You can say, I don't agree with that. You can say that that's disrespectful. You could say, you know, I would have never done something like that or shared that with the public, you know, about my daughter. But if that's how she feels and that works for her and that helps her get through the pain that she's going through, and you know, then leave that mom alone and let her do what she needs to do. On top of all of this, you know, she had surgery and she's going through her own medical issues and all of this, and the only thing anyone can say is how stupid and how dumb and how disrespectful she is. And it's just fucked up. It's a fucking shame. You know, me, I take care of my own kids. I do what I need to do for my children. I'm the only one paying my bills, my rent. Just like now, I'm having a difficult time with getting the kids in school because this fucking school, Softwood, ain't shit. They don't give a fuck about the children. They don't give a fuck, you know, about the parents. And the only one that's out here, getting out here every day, going to the alderman's office, going to the school district, driving back and forth to Naperville and back, is me. Nobody else is doing that shit. Only me. So if you got something negative to say, I say, fuck you. Unless you helping me, or unless you point me in the right direction that could help me and my kids, your words mean nothing to me. How you feel or what you say don't mean shit to me. Because at the end of the day, Gina takes care of Gina. At the end of the day, that mom is taking care of her and her family and her kids and her and whatever and whoever else, her man, the best way she knows how. And all you can do is give your opinion and say whether you agree or you don't agree. But you know what? I can guarantee you she gives not one fuck about how you feel. Right now, the only thing that matters is her family, is her child, is her trying to figure out what the fuck actually happened at that hotel with her baby. And if you have a heart in any type of way, you'll try to help. You'll try to come up with a solution. If you're not coming up with a solution to the problem, then shut the fuck up. Because nobody really wants to hear it. And nobody really wants to deal with that. And, you know, I pray for her. I pray for all these other families that's going through all other kind of shit. I thank God, and I continue to ask the Lord, keep me covered. Keep my family covered. Keep my children covered. Keep my husband covered. Make him a better man. I pray to God one day he just picks up the phone. I had the same phone number for 30 years. My phone number has not changed. And I just pray one day he picks up the phone and he says, you know what, G? I didn't call to argue, fuss, or be disrespectful or whatsoever. I just want to see my kids. You know, can you make that happen? Can I just see my children? But until then, I gotta be the bigger person and I gotta move on. I can't just keep saying I hate this motherfucker. I don't even mention his name. When my children talk about him or ask about him, you know what I say? I hope daddy calls. I said if daddy calls, mommy doesn't know where daddy is. And if daddy calls, I'm gonna take you to go see him. And it's because it's for my children. It's not for him. Fuck him. But that's what they want. And but he has to meet me halfway. And if you got a person that doesn't want to meet you halfway, there's nothing that you can do about it. This mother has all kind of people in her ear, in her head, you know, saying this and that. And the only thing that she's concerned about is finding out, getting to the bottom of what happened to her child. And if you can't tell her that, then move the fuck on. I tell you, people come to me, you will be surprised. Some of the folks that have came to me or left me a message and said, gee, guess what? Girl, I saw your husband. You did? I saw him, girl, standing out on the corner on the west side. You know, he was doing his thing. He was selling weed or he was hanging out or he was whatever. And I asked him about you and he got an attitude. I'm like, okay. You know, I said, well, girl, call me when you know he got a job or something and let me know where he working at so I could come and get him. I don't say nothing negative. I am not going to feed into that bullshit. And that's how this mother is reacting. She's not feeding into that bullshit. All she wants is to find out what happened to her daughter. She wants to move forward. She has her own health to consider. And motherfuckers just need to just really just back off. Like I said before in my other video, if you have not lost a child, you don't know what it is, you know, to go through the pain of not having your baby there anymore. This is your baby that you carried, that you nurtured, that you fed, clothed, was there when she was sick and took her first walks and everything. No one knows a love like a mother's love, but a mother. And so you can't tell her how to feel and how not to feel and what to share and what not to share. Because if the last video I have a crazy daughter like that. My daughter is so Sydney, says whatever on her mind. She likes to joke around and everything. And I say to her, Sydney, I'm your mother. Don't fucking play with me like that. But she would have came up with the same song and would have been dancing and juking and talking about drop down on a dick and this and that. I would have been like, girl, get your ass out of here or whatever. But if we recorded it and that was the last memory, happy memory that I had with my child, I'ma share it. Because that means something to me. I don't give a fuck if it didn't mean nothing to you. That means something to that mother. She don't give a fuck if it didn't mean anything to you. So who the fuck is you to say how stupid she is? You know? If you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Move on. Say what you gotta say and move the fuck on. You know? But again, you know, I pray for her. I pray for her family. You know, hell, I pray for Chicago. You know, Chicago has to go first because this is where the fuck I'm at. This is where I live. And then I'll throw some prayers out for Texas, for Florida, for Atlanta, you know, Georgia, you know, all these other places that's having issues. But I'm going to take care of home first. I'm going to support home first. That's what you do. We don't learn that. The Indians, the Chinese, the Koreans, the Mexicans, all the guess fuck, they gonna take care of home first before they fucking worry about anybody else, any place else. They gonna deal with home first. And this is what the fuck we got to learn to do, is take care of fucking home first before you go out here and try to, you know, the schools. My kids' school that I'm trying to get them into, Southwood, got boxes and shit saying we want donations for Hurricane Harvey relief and everything, but you motherfuckers can't even set up a donation box to help families get uniforms for the kids that's already in your school that's suffering, that don't have anything. You can't even set up something to try to get a child in school that's been out of school for fucking over a month, but you trying to take care of someplace else. It fuck is, you know, it don't make any sense. It does not make any fucking sense at all. But, you know, I say all this to say, take care of home first. Your opinion is your opinion. You know, you never have to agree with anything, but respect goes a long way, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And for that motherfucker to go on there and say every black woman, these black bitches, and they stupid and dumb as fuck and woo 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 and all of this stuff, that's not your place. That's not your place. That's your opinion. If that's you, but all women are not like that. Hell, it's a lot. It's a trifling white women, trifling black women, trifling Mexican women, trifling Indian women, in all race. But you can't put everybody in a category, you know. So, love you all. Peace. God bless, and ta-ta for now.